Well, here we are. Hello, everybody. I haven't done a live for quite a while. And I see that, hold the phone. I forgot to add the chat. God, let me do it real quick. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. Whoops, don't move me, move the chat. Okay. Oh. There's defaults. Okay, I need the backgrounds. Oh geez, here we go again. I thought I had this all ready, and you know, guys, since I lost my computer and had to redo everything, this is one thing I forgot totally about. So let's see if I can put some. No, that doesn't do it. I need to add a background color. Just in advance. No, that's not it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move this over like that, and then we should be able to have a background color. Hello, Missy. There we go. That's not perfect, but you know what? It's gonna just have to do for today. Because old Goofy here, true to form, has a technical difficulty. She forgot to add the chat. So wow, there's a bunch of you here today already. How wonderful. Who do we have? Let me see. Let me go back here. Missy, Lucia, Anna Corinne, hello. Julia, hello. And Debbie, Wendy, Melissa, Esther, Ariadna. Let me see who else. Donna. Oh, Carla, hello. So glad you're joining today. Jean, Teresa, Heather, Linda. Let me get this right, Linda. You're on as your daughter, right? I think. Yes, I got new glasses. These are new glasses because my prescription really changed again. Remember how before I was having trouble seeing, and I kind of got rid of a lot of stuff because I couldn't see it, and then it was better, and I had an eye doctor appointment just a couple weeks ago. I'm going to move this out of the way for now. And here, my prescription really changed again. This time, it got worse. So I had to get new glasses again. So that's what these are. But in answer to probably what your other question is, I'm so excited. And yes, Donna, you are right. It would not be a NeedleBugg stream without, without having an issue. Hi, Brandy, Sarah. Sarah, thank you. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what for. Robin. You want to hear all about these? I'll put them on for you, even though I look like a fool. My daughter calls them my scientific goggles. Hello, Cindy. When I was, oh gosh, let me turn this other light on. Hold still. There. When I was at the Flower Power retreat, I talked to a lady who has these glasses and asked her all about them. She loves them, and everyone that I talk to that has them loves them. People have said, the best investment I ever made. I don't know why I waited so long to get them. And I'm not going to lie to you, they are expensive. They are very, very expensive. However, I only just got them yesterday. Now, just so happened, my friend Barb and I went to Virginia yesterday because she finished her bath time, and we took it down to Total Framing to be framed. So I was away all day yesterday, and I only got home at, it was maybe 7 o'clock-ish last night. But these were here. Now, I was really tired because when you drive to Virginia, which is all but a 3-hour drive. Hello, Allison, Wendy, Becca. And then you do your thing, meet up with a friend down there, have lunch, visit for a little bit, and drive another 3 hours home. Well, I was tired. But I did put them on, and I did look through them and go, wow, amazing. Totally amazing. I am thrilled, absolutely beyond thrilled. I used them a little bit this morning. I'll put them on for you too. No makeup here, just a little lipstick. You have to kind of be careful when you put them on. But you put them on, you make sure that they are up on your nose. You can't wear them down like this like you would cheaters. You have to wear them up on your nose. And these binocular looking things have to be up against, or they've come down that they're almost right up against the glass of the glasses. Now, the glasses have your regular prescription in them. So if you wear prescription lenses, these have the same thing. These are magnified 2 times, and it's not like 2.0 in a reader, it's 2 times whatever your prescription is. Okay, so when I look through them, I don't see like two. It's like you're looking through a pair of binoculars. You see one area right here in the middle that is the magnification. And when I look, I don't have to sit like this to stitch anymore, because if I get too close, I can't see it. It gets all blurry. You got to sit back and sit ergonomically correct, and then you look down. Your area to away from here, mine are put to a range of 12 to 14 inches. Okay, they are not heavy on your nose. All right, I had those ones that you can buy from Amazon, that they're the white, and then they have the lenses that you can change, and they have the light in the middle. I forget what they were called, but they were all the rage there for a while. And those were so heavy, and they hurt my nose, and these, it feels just like I have my own regular glasses on. They are not heavy, because if they were, I would be complaining, because that gives me a headache. They're not heavy. They're just like wearing my regular glasses. But sitting back like this, I have a piece of 40 count linen on this little scroll frame, and I can sit back here and stitch on it. And when I look at that linen, it looks like I'm stitching on 20 count. It looks exactly like I'm stitching on 20 count. The holes are big, the threads are big. I can see my stitches wonderfully. I can see exactly, other than my shaking and can't find the hole, I can see it perfectly well. I am so happy. So wonderfully happy. Now, I look like a fool. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I can see. But I am going to take them off now because then I can't read the screen very well. But yes, they were worth every penny. I do not regret. Oh my gosh. And when I look at it now with my regular glasses, it's teeny tiny. It's teeny tiny. It's at least twice the size with the glasses on. Twice the size. I love them. And I only had, like I said, I only had them on for a little bit last night because I got too tired. And stitching with them this morning. So, yeah, I would highly recommend them. Like I said, and I'm not going to lie to you. You know that I don't do that. They are expensive. You can get ones that have a light that you attach up here if you want a light. And then it has a battery pack that's rechargeable that you can move all around and do whatever. I did not get that. I got just the plain glasses with the magnification. And what did they cost me? 400 and... Wait, I have the slip here, I think. I paid $446 because they have a summer sale. So you put the code in for the sale and you get, I forget how much off, but you get a discount right there. And then Sarah, the lovely Sarah, ordered a pair, and that took another $25 off for me. So I will tell you this. If you decide to check them out and order, if you mention my name, you will get $25 off. So, I mean, besides the summer discount, which for me was just about $53, and then mention my name and you get another $25 off, you're getting $5, $7, almost $80 off the price. So, I mean, that's not a bad deal. And when you think about it, okay, not this time because I ordered my glasses online and got a cheaper deal. But the last time I bought glasses from my eye doctor, I paid almost $800 for a pair of regular glasses. Yeah, I don't order from my eye doctor anymore because that's just way, way, way too much. But when you consider these, not only are you getting your regular prescription in them, You're also getting the extra magnification in them. They're really not much, well, they're really kind of equivalent to what you would pay for a regular pair of glasses from your eye doctor. Yes, Ariadna, you're absolutely true. It is the loops like jewelers would use. You know, it is a lot of money, but you can do either one, Betty or Betsy. You can either mention NeedleBugg or you can mention my name, my real name. It doesn't matter because they have it. She has a note on the person I dealt with is Lynn, who is a real sweetheart, and she has a note that I do videos and that my channel name. So you can do either or. You can either tell her Karen Bug or you can tell her NeedleBugg. Either way, it will get you $25 discount. But I haven't even like I said, I haven't even used them for 24 hours and I am already impressed. Now, I will tell you also that there is a bit of a learning curve, is what they tell you. And prior to getting them, Lynn will send some videos that tell you what to expect, how to put them on, because you put them on, you hold both sides. You put them on and you kind of open them up and put them around your ears. They tell you, which is very, very true. I have progressive lenses, okay? So since my cataracts, I think now they put some correction in for distance too. But most of my correction is in the bifocal, okay? So these match up with your bifocal, of course, because it's close work. Then they will ask you about your distance, okay? You have several options when it comes to what you put the top part at. Jean, it's Craft Optics. Okay, can you see that? There you go. Craft Optics. They'll ask you, what's most important to you when you look up over the loops? Do you want to see those things that are close to you, your tools to work with, or do you want to be able to look at the television? Now, like most people, my TV's on when I stitch. However, am I watching it? No. What I'm doing is I need to see my chart. I need to see where my scissors are. I need to see where my threads are. And when I look at the TV, I can see it, but it's a smidge blurry when I look at the top, over the top of the lenses, which that's fine by me. But they're going to ask you that because that's how the glasses are made, so that you have the fields of vision that are most important to you. Okay, which is fine. Was fine by me. Like I said, I didn't have them on last night very much when I was watching television, but be that as it may, what I did have them on, it was perfectly fine. So they're going to ask you for that distance of what you want to see most when you look up over the loops, and they're going to make your prescription that when you look through the loops, you can see it very, very well. very well. Like I said, I look at 40 count now, and it is like looking at 25, 20 count. The stitches are that big. The linen threads look that big. If I really wanted to, I don't know that I do, but if I really wanted to, I could probably stitch over one on 40 count now with these puppies. So they are worth it. But that's what they're going to ask. And they're going to send you videos. They will send videos to tell you how to put them on, what to expect. So I put them on and I could see through them right off the bat. I put them on. I had no trouble whatsoever being able to look at a piece of stitching and see just fine. Okay? Some people, it takes a little bit of time to make that adjustment, to be able to look through them and see what they need to see, which is also understandable. And that's why they give you 45 days. 45 days. That's a month and a half to decide, do you like them? If you don't like them, you send them back. You contact Lynn, you send them back, and you will get a full refund of whatever you paid. So that in itself speaks volumes. Speaks volumes for their product, that they are that confident in what they are putting out there to customers, that if you don't like it, you will get every penny of your money back. The other thing is, I just had my eyes examined and I waited until after I had my new prescription to purchase these. It took about 3 weeks. Well, I was told 3 to 4 weeks, and I had them in 3 weeks. I waited till I had my new prescription. Now, next year, if my prescription changes again, I don't know that I would do it every year unless there was a significant change. But if your prescription changes and you need the glasses changed, pack them up, you send them back. It will cost you the postage and $80, and they will put your new prescription in the glasses and send them back to you. I mean, seriously, where can you get that done? How can you can't do that? So it's lifetime. For the rest of your life, you have these. You need a new prescription. You pack them up. You send them back. You send your new prescription along, obviously, but you put your new prescription in there. They fix them. They send them back. That's also the time that they will do any maintenance on them. They'll make sure things are all the way things should be. That they haven't gotten out of alignment or whatever. But that's the time that they will also, look for, are they still functioning the way they need to function? And they send it back. Can you ask for better service? Hi, Joyce. Ariadna, you realize you're using your shelf. I love it. I use mine a lot too, but I won't have to use it anymore with these. Now I probably, I'll tell you what else I did. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, I'm not here to sell anything. I I'm here to tell you what my experience. This is my experience after just less than 24 hours. Will I do another quote unquote review of them in maybe 2 weeks? Yes. Let's see how I feel about them then. I can't see that I would feel much different, to tell you the truth, because I am already just so impressed and just so happy with them at this point in time. In fact, we were driving back from Virginia, Barb and I, yesterday, and it was like, oh, I want to get home and see my glasses. I was watching, I do have the informed delivery. I'm trying to put my leg up here because my foot is swollen. I was checking the informed delivery, and I could see that they were delivered, and I'm going, I want to get home and try my glasses. But that was okay. We got it. I got home. I was tired, so I didn't really mess with them too much, but just enough to get them out of the box, put them on, look and see what it looked like, and it was like awesomely wonderful. What can you say? What can you say? But they are, again, they're by Craft Optics. Check their website. It's craftoptics.com. If you are interested, just mention my name and you'll get another discount. I mean, seriously, it don't get much better than that. You can get them with or without the light. The light would fit right up in here. It clips onto this. There's a piece here that it would clip onto, I think. I don't think mine have it because I didn't get the light, but I have sufficient lighting here in my house, so I really didn't need the light, so that was fine by me. I chose not to get the light. If I decide at some point in the future, I can get the light. I can't remember exactly what the cost was if you got the light, but it was, I'm thinking it was more in the $700 or $800 range if you decided you wanted the light. They call it the WOW package. So, like I said, if you mention my name, you get a discount. So, we leave that to your decision. All I can do is share my experience, and my experience in less than 24 hours is I won't be without them. The other thing that's swayed me in the direction to purchase them is the fact that I stitch every day. It is a rare occasion that I don't stitch. At least something, and for, a period of time. So when you're going to use something every day, it's more than worth putting, for me, it was more than worth putting that amount of money out for a pair of these. So that's what I did. You have to weigh what you can afford, what your usage is going to be, how it's going to affect you as an individual, what your priorities are. If it's something where you're only going to stitch occasionally, no, I don't think I would have spent that kind of money. But when I stitch every day, I do videos where I'm stitching. I'm started a piece of hard hanger that I, like a crazy fool, am stitching it on 40 count. So, yeah, hello, bring on the glasses. So that's my story about the glasses. So what have you guys? I'm going to set up my stitching here, and I'm going to stitch a little while we chat. Now that I have the chat, but I'm going to have to put the chat in that window too, because old Goofus Magoo here forgot to put the chat in the windows. Some people's children. What can I tell you? And I think I might have disconnected my my tablet. Oh my God. So let's switch windows here. Okay, where are we? Move that out of the way. Bring this down. Oh, look at that. We are stitching on a long dog today. I thought, oh, this will be easy. This will be easy since okay. I don't want that one. Here we go. This one. Oh, Karen. I gotta do this again. There we go. Okay. Always something is my... There it is. Okay. Always something. Now, let me get my chat back here so I can see. Lucia, you have not stitched in a week? Oh, the horrors. Oh. Oh. You're still having pain. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Adriana, she's working on Mary Hickman. Oh, yes, in the final stretch. Oh, good. And what are you going to do with Mary when she's done? And Joyce, I just saw your Childhood Sweethearts. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I just saw how you are stitching. I approved your post for the group. That's how I saw it. If I am on my computer, I should tell people this. When I'm on my computer and approve a post, I can, oh geez, I got to switch glasses here. I can set it that you don't have to get approval anymore. So when I know it's people who are not going to post foolish things, I will give them pre-approval to I think I messed. Oh no, I didn't. I will pre-approve their posts so that you can just post and not have to wait for the approval. But I have to do that from my computer. I can't do that from my tablet. So those of you who would get pre-approval, like I said, I have to do it from my computer. So just hang in there. It will happen. I will look if there's a way that I can like create a list of pre-approved people. Okay, you're going to frame it. Okay. Okay. Missy, you're still cutting and wrapping. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. I like to wrap. I really do. Or I like to do the woven bars. I'm not so fond of like wrapping a bar where you just go round and round and round and round. I like to weave like the figure eight deal on the bars. That's my thing. Um, Although on the one I started on 40 count, I'm not going to do any cutting on that until I have at least areas of the foundation stitching done because, yeah, it's a lot of open areas to be cut and wrapped, and the areas of like the cluster blocks are much fewer. So I want to be sure everything is um, the way it should be before I actually do any cutting on that. Normally I like to like cut and wrap as I go, but on this particular one, I'm just gonna take my time. Just gonna take my time. I think I have a picture right here. I do. I'll hold it up at the camera. Oh, here, I'll put it right here. This is what I'm working on. So see how it has the lacy edge, and it's just islands more or less where it's solid, and most of it is cutting and wrapping. Yeah. So Karen's going to be mighty sure she got all things lined up before she really cuts and wraps. But is that not gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I love it. So let me see if I can catch up here. My back up goes too fast. Wendy, you're doing Birds in Bloom. That is a gorgeous one. Are you doing the big full-size one, or are you doing the smaller? I can picture it, but I can't think of the name of it. It's smaller. Elizabeth, you're sitting down to lunch? You're going to baste a quilt again. Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. I can't start a new heart hanger project if I don't finish the current one. Ariadne, you are a bigger person than I am because, yeah, I would just start another one. Working on evening rehearsals. Oh, I really like Terry Red. Is it Redlin? I really like his designs. Really, really like them. Melissa, you're doing a custom pattern? Nice, nice. You're taking a page out of, I'm taking a page out of your book, Karen. I'm working on my third restart of a stitching shelf. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. You know, I have been known to start things over many, many times until I find exactly what I want. Allison, you're Martina, you stopped your stitching shelf. Aren't you stitching that anymore? Did you give up? Her shelves are so gorgeous. And I don't mind some confetti, but that would drive me crazy. Absolutely crazy. Allison, your diamond painting. And okay, Nadel, I can't pronounce that. But welcome from Eastern Germany. Welcome. We're so glad you stopped by. Everyone is always welcome, always welcome. And you will find that this is a judgment-free zone. We do not judge people here for the way they stitch, what they stitch, how they stitch. No, no. You do you, and that's what we like. You do you no matter what it is. Missy, it's fun, but you cut a thread too much two places. Well, did you know how to fix that? Could you fix it? If you need the help, you know how to get a hold of me. I will gladly help you do it. I mean, I can't do it for you, but I can talk you through it, or I can do a call with you and talk you through it. Lucia, you're planning your next project. Oh, goody, goody. A max color. And you found a job. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Although, cuts into your stitching time, doesn't it? Okay, I lost my place again. Okay. But that's good. I'm glad you found something. Awesomely glad you found something. Doing the big. I'm going to drive. You're going to dive in. Good for you. You know what? Take the challenge. Take the challenge. Because it doesn't matter whether it's a small chart like a long dog. It doesn't matter if it's a huge heaven and earth design. It doesn't matter what design it is. They all, every last one of them, are one stitch at a time. That's all it is. One X at a time. If you can do an X, you can do it. One at a time. So, dive right in. We'll cheer you on. Every last one of us will cheer you on. Ariadne, you have 30 whips. Okay, well then we'll let you have the rule, but we can make exceptions. Owls. Oh, okay. Robin, you're doing the model for owls for Witchill or Mill Hill. Good for you. Oh, Martina, you gave up on the two threads version. Oh, so does that mean you're going to restart it and do it with one strand of floss? You know what? I have to say this. I have to say, and I'm going to take these off now again because it makes me googly-eyed trying to read the screen. Watch, I did this as a stitch and chat. I'll end up chatting again like I always do. I don't like stitching with two strands of floss anymore. I just don't enjoy that. I know it's probably me, but I don't like the way my threads lay when I stitch with two strands. Now, that being said, it's probably because it's been so many years that I have stitched with just one thread. And I have not used two threads in many, many, many years. And why aren't you guys telling me that I failed to put the chat up here? Okay, let's put it up. I'm going to put it up in place of the tablet. Hide the tablet. People, people, people. Add existing. Here we go. Move it over here. There we go. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, move that over a little. There we go. Okay, how's that? Can you read it all? Is it big enough? I don't care if it covers me. I'll cover it right over my face. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Now you should have told me I didn't put that chat all that time. Technical difficulties. I should show you the screen I wrote that has did I make one that has did I put it on my be right back screen here? Show you that. It's so I always have a technical difficulty. It would not be a live stream if I did not have a technical difficulty. So, yeah. I couldn't help myself. I had to make that one. You know how it goes. You know how I'm going to end up not stitching here because I'm going to end up just going back to this other window and sitting here and chatting. That's more fun. Because I get too involved in yakking that I don't pay attention to the chat to the stitching. I'm gonna move that out of my way so I quit bumping my head on it. There we go. There we go. Okay, where am I? Where am I? My usual thing is where am I, who am I, and what's my name, because I can't remember. Okay. Doing the big one. You're going to dive in, absolutely. Working on the model, we did that. Let's see. Gave up. Oh, Joyce, are you going to start a stitching shelf? Which one? Which one is drawing your attention? Julia, you put yours in timeout, hence the restarts, but I think I'm on the right path now. Do you know, sometimes it takes a while to get the... Sometimes you think, oh, this is what I want to do and what I want to do it on, and then you start it and it's like, no, not loving it. Not loving it at all. It's just not. So you restart. And then you think you have it again. And then something else isn't right. And then you restart again. Story of my life. Okay, let's see here. I missed something. Anna Corinne, you're stitching on your fancy lady. You have an influence on me. I kept... Donna, you keep changing how you're stitching. Well, did you listen to my last video about that? Did you hear my... I had one of my viewers who's I've known for years, contact or put a comment on the video about the analogy that I used as far as changing how you stitch. And afterwards I thought, you know what, that was pretty good. It was really a good story. But what I had said is, with methods of stitching, is like taking a trip across the United States. Okay? Okay, now you're going, well, now how does stitching relate to taking a trip? What are you talking about, Karen? Are you just going bonkers again? Well, yeah, probably. But think about it. Think about it. Say you leave from New York City, okay? And you drive you stop at the shore, you go to like the shore points of Atlantic City, Maryland, whatever, and then you come back up around and you pass Gettysburg and you think, oh, well, there's a lot to see in Gettysburg, so let's make a stop there. So you're changing. You're maybe taking a detour from your normal route, and you're going to stop there and you're going to visit and do whatever. Then you move on and you go a little further and you look at a map and you say, oh, well, this significant place is over here. Let's stop and check that out. And when you come back then to your main route, and you go on again and you may take another detour and whatever. So it says that there are many paths to the same end. Okay? If I'm going to drive to California, I might take one route and take one set of detours. Or maybe I'll take the southern, or somebody else will take the southern route and take another set of detours. Okay? But we'll get to the same place. We might not get there at exactly the same time, but we'll get to the destination of our choice. It's all a question of how we as an individual choose to do it. Well, your stitching is much the same way. You start out with, and those of us who have been stitching for many, many years probably have a method that is our go-to method. Or you've developed a method that is your go-to method. But then you start out with that. But then you listen to people like me who are changing things all the time. Who are changing their method every time we do a video. And you think, oh, I might like to try that. So you take that detour. Okay? You take that detour and you try that. And maybe that's pretty cool for a while. But then you come back to what is tried and true for you. And you continue on that path. But then you hear about another method. Like Joyce. Joyce was doing diagonal blocks. 10 by 10 blocks. But now she's taking a detour and she's doing, correct me if I'm wrong, Joyce, 20 by 20 blocks on the diagonal. So she's taken a bit of a detour. Will she stay on that route? Maybe. Will she say, no, I'm tired of this, I want to go back to something else? Maybe I want to go back to Royal Rose. Maybe I want to go back to 10 by 10 blocks. So she'll go back to whatever is the comfort and move on again until the next thing comes along. So it is the thing of, there's many methods out there, many methods out there to stitch. You've got cross country, you've got tent stitching, you've got Royal Rose, you've got diagonal blocks, you've got diagonal, and all the variations of diagonal, you know, just to name a few. So it's okay to try them. And it's okay to take those detours on your path to the finished project. So in essence, what I'm saying is, You don't have to start a new project to start a new technique. You can stitch many techniques on the same project, and the only way you're going to be able to tell is by looking at the back. The back is your story. The back is your journey from the beginning to the end. The back tells all the things that you've done. It's all going to look great in the front. It's all wonderful in the front. It looks good on the front. The back does it really matter? And that's all an individual's preference on how much or not the back matters. Whether it matters or not, it still shows the journey that you took to get from one place to another, from the beginning to the end. I think it's rather neat to be able to see that story. The other thing I think is really nice to see is I can't remember who it was, but someone was saying how their stitching has improved, and they could see that difference. And my advice to people like that is, again, it's just my opinion, is that just because your stitching has gotten better doesn't mean that you restart something because this doesn't look so good and this looks way better. What you do is that is now a roadmap of your journey. It shows how you stitched and what it was like when you first started, and it shows the progression of how you perfected what you were doing. Again, it tells the story. Someday, someone's going to be very interested in that story. So they're going to be able to see that story. God bless the person that looks at the back of my work. They're going to get all confused. Well, what did she do when? And because it changes all the time. It absolutely changes all the time. Maybe you guys know that. So don't be afraid to switch up what you're doing. Experiment. You may just find something that's going to suit you better. You may not, and you may go back to what's tried and true for you. It's all okay. It's just getting to know yourself and what works or does not work for you. Oh, I'm missing chat here while I can be philosophical. Stitchy Pfeiffer, you're working on Witching Hour by Lisa Parker. Oh, I saw I think she has a new one out. I just caught a glimpse of it today and I forget what it was called. Okay, I can pronounce your name. My roots will help me. S-C-H. Okay, because do you know what my maiden name was? Was part of what my maiden name was Pouch. P-A-U-T-S-C-H. So S-C-H would be pouch. So Nadal, I can't do it. I'll practice. I can't do it. Nadelch. Nadelch? Is that close? Nadelch? Oh, Missy, you took a thread from the edge. Good girl. Good, you paid attention, didn't you? I'm still working on the design and making mistake after mistake. I cut the fabric and tried to fix it, but I'm going to try to cover it somehow. Oh, Linda. Do you know what, Linda? I was looking, in fact, the last picture you posted, don't cut anymore, okay? I was going to do this last night and then I fell asleep. But I want to mark on that picture, I see some mistakes where things don't line up from that outer diamond with that inner motif. So don't cut no more. Don't cut no more. Don't do that. Don't do that anymore. And I will put some notes on the picture that you posted and get it back to you to show you where some things are not lining up. Like I said, I fell asleep and I didn't do it last night like I had intended to. So I will try and do that this evening so that I can get it back to you. Yeah, because you have some mistakes. My best suggestion is to, as you're going, line things up. The other thing you might want to do is put some basting threads in. I don't know if you can see them. I'll hold it up. I don't know if you can see them very well, but this is my 40 count piece. And I just took, I'm going to hold it up here. I just took some sulky sliver and let's see if I can have you, wrong way. Oh, you can't see it very well. You can kind of sort of see it. Getting things in the camera here is a little trick. Okay, there you go. I put some red basting lines in with sulky sliver so that I know when to turn the corners. And you see how those blocks match up. So you maybe run some basting threads from your center out to that outer triangle. And then when your things don't line up, then stop and look, okay, where did I miscount? Did I put too many satin stitches in? Did I not do enough satin stitches? Did I collect an extra thread in a satin stitch that I shouldn't have? And you can find your mistake easier and quicker. If you can't find it on the front, turn it over and look at the back. The back will help you see it a lot. It will help you see it easier. Okay, but I will mark that picture for you so that you have an idea where to look. And you probably will have to frog. I'm not going to say that you won't. You probably have to frog, but you may not have to frog as much. Okay? Okay. Took thread from me. Okay, you're still working on my... Okay, we did that. Brandy, you're working on sailors. ruins, and rusty cauldron. Oh, Julia, perhaps I will stitch it once again, but with one thread only. Yeah. See, I tell you, I am a one strand of floss kind of girl. I like one strand of floss. Oh, that's right, Lucia. You are preparing the Sistine Chapel. Now, which one are you doing? There are several out there. There is the one by Heaven and Earth. A couple other full coverage designers have a Sistine Chapel, but there also is a book, a spiral bound book of the Sistine Chapel, and I cannot remember the name of the person, but she charted it and stitched it, and it's huge. Very, very huge. It's a big, thick, spiral bound book, and the borders are lots of quarter stitches and yeah, I can't remember the name of the. I'll have to look that up. I'm not going to stitch. Oh, no. I have enough BAPs to last me the rest of my life. Lucia, did I sway you? Did I influence you to only stitch with one strand? Oh, that's too funny. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my. Germany floss tuber will start a stitch along. Oh, on ink circles. Oh, is that the group that Stitch Ilanka? She's from Germany. And she hasn't done an English video in a long time. I need to message her. Oh. And she does German floss tubes, and she was doing English floss tubes also, but I haven't seen an English one from her in a long time. So do you know Ilanka? I don't know her last name though. Stitch Ilanka is her channel. A very sweet gal. Oh, Martina, Fred has gotten no love. Fred is tucked away in the dark. I do need to get him out. I do need to. Fred just hasn't called me. So he's being quiet. I know I need to work on him. I do, but And God They Shed has been my go-to here of late. So well, see, I don't know, Carla, are you still here, Stitchy Witch? I kind of took up Carla's challenge for the month of August to pick just 2 projects. So I picked God Shed His Grace, and I was going to make it my heart hanger project, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to switch it to my long dog. And those are going to be my 2 projects for the month, and I'm going to see how much I can get done on both of those. Now, by rights, I probably should have picked Fred, but I didn't. I don't know, Fred's just not yelling at me to stitch on him. We'll see. We'll see. Joyce, you're doing Royal Rose again. Oh, So did you stop your 20 by 20 blocks? Oh, you okay, I see here. Let away from the last detail and keep it interesting. Okay. Stitching cross country within the diagonal and parking in high confetti areas. You know, that's another good way to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Ariadna, you like to think of all the stitching methods as a toolbox. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you change your tools depending on the work you're going to do. Absolutely. Okay, yes, did I do okay saying your name? Nadelch? Ooh. Yay me. I kind of pulled that one out of the air, to tell you the truth. I'm really terrible at pronouncing names. Absolutely terrible. Heather, you're still working on Stitcher's Retreat. 2.5 years, 63% done. Well, don't feel bad, because it took me 5 years. Now, granted, a year of that I did not stitch on it, but it took me 5 years. So if you're at 63% at 2.5 years, you are doing fine. You are doing absolutely great. Nadel means needle. SCH means seeks. So needle addiction is the current translation. Oh, that's good. That's good. So you're not a needle seeker, you're a needle addict. Okay. Nadel, the A like a U, nude, but Nadel, the U like an O in so. Nadel Soch. Soch. Okay. Nadel Soch. I'll get it yet. I'll keep practicing. Stitchy Dutchy, you like the idea of a toolbox. Sometimes mix and match like MacGyver. That's good. That's absolutely good. Yes, and diagonal line by line is the chewing gum to fix all. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's kind of what I'm doing on God Shed His Grace at the moment, because I tried to do a little bit of cross country, and in trying that I got myself lost. I got myself frustrated with picking it back up and having to figure out where I am in the pattern, even though I had park threads marked, and it was like, okay, where am I? I was making too many mistakes. So what I did is I drew a diagonal line. Okay, I started in the bottom right, and I'm working out and up. So I went to the first diagonal that would give me a straight line, and I'm working line by line across from that straight line to the right and filling everything in as I go down the diagonal. So far it's working. I don't have too much to go yet, and then I will be right back into a diagonal and And I did I tell you guys? I put, okay, here we go again. I put And God Shed His Grace on a scroll frame. And right now it's on a Kay's Creation large lap stand until what I ordered is made and gets here. And you're going, oh, what did you order? Well, 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 I ordered a Dubco sofa stand. Yeah. I ordered the Dubco sofa stand just last week. So it'll be a little bit till it gets here. So if anybody has ordered from them, how close are they to their projected time that you receive it? Just curious. They said the website says 6 to 8 weeks. I wondered how true to form that is, if anybody's ordered from them lately. The reason I did that is because of these. Because normally when I stitch before these, and I am gonna take them off before I booger them up. When I stitch before these, I'm usually holding my stitching like right about here on the shelf. And I'm stitching like this so I can see it. Okay? But with these, I need to have my stitching 12 to 14 inches away. Well, if I was going to continue to use a hoop, that wasn't going to happen. Because comfort-wise, I can't hold it way out here. I can't, that hurts my arms. So, I'm going to give scroll frames a shot again. And I ordered the Dubco sofa stand, which should be here whenever. They said 6 to 8 weeks to make it and then to ship it and what have you. So I'm hoping, let's see, it's, oh, it is August now. I'm hoping I have it before Christmas. So we shall see. And we shall see how that all works out. So that's why I went back to a stand, or back to a scroll frame so that I could see it. But right now I have it, because I already have my glasses, that's why I put it on the Kay's Creation large lap stand. And that's a little cumbersome, but I just have to make it work until the sofa stand gets here. And you know, I was influenced by people. Barb, my friend Barb, by being one of them. Now, she ordered the table stand and different parts and what have you. So, yeah. I went down the rabbit hole. Down, down, down. Okay, where am I here? I keep losing the chat. Idea of a big diagonal line. Yep, we did that. Okay, flourish Evermore. Your name is Jana. Well, welcome. Absolutely welcome. We are so, so glad that you stopped by. And if you just want to listen, just listen. If there's something we can help you with or I can help you with, never, never, never be afraid to ask. You can leave a message in the comment. You can send me an email. My email address will be in the drop-down box. Never be afraid to ask because, well, that's just how we roll. That's just what we do. I am all about, and people that have been with me for a while will tell you, I am all about trying to further needlework, keep people interested, show how to do things when they don't know how to do things, or help people to do things. So yes, if you have trouble, let me know. Just let me know. Maren, this past week you've been working on non-counted cross stitch. The picture's painted on cloth like a tapestry, and not all of it gets stitched. Oh, okay. It's driving me crazy. You'll probably retire it. Do you know, that puts me in the mind of the days many years ago when it was stamped cross stitch. I did a lot of that as a child. Yeah. And I think that's why I got into, one of the reasons I wanted to try counted, because when it's stamped on, you never could get even X's because you had to cover up that blue from the stamped because it didn't always wash off. Yeah, I like counted much better. Missy, you're planning a pattern to stitch a Ukrainian. Oh, that would be interesting. Pictures, young lady, pictures. We want to see pictures of that. Yes, absolutely. Send me a voice message on Facebook. Absolutely. Not a problem. Not a problem. Miss Nice, there's a new floss tuber from Ukraine that stitches them. Perhaps you know her. Oh, who would that be? Ariadna, who would that be? We have to check her out. I was going to buy Yvette Stanton's book on Ukrainian embroidery, and unfortunately it's not available right now. And I couldn't find anything else. Yes, you're right. There are some really good German floss tubers. Yes. This chat's going nuts. I know, I can't keep up. Oh, Sarah, you're working on an EGA hard-hanger class. Do you know what? That's the other thing my friend Barb and I were talking about on our drive. There is, I don't know what region of EGA you are in. Our region is the Mid-Atlantic, because we're on the East Coast. And there is a Camp One-A-Stitch going to be held in January, sponsored by EGA in Ocean City, New Jersey. Oh, no, Ocean City, Maryland. And another friend of ours, who's from Baltimore, asked us if we want to go to that, and she was going to try and get us in as a guest. And Barb and I were talking of, well, why not just join EGA? Which I have no problem doing. Then that would get us as members. The only thing is, I don't know of a local chapter to me anymore. Now, I will tell you all something that you don't know about moi. Years ago, and it would have been back in the 1980s, I had a needlework shop, of which I had to close and go back to work as a nurse, which that was fine. However, during that time, I was an EGA member. And during that time, I am the founding president of the Pennsylvania Heartland chapter of EGA. That was my local area. I started it with the most members of a newly formed EGA group that EGA had had up to that point in time. Unfortunately, I had to close my shop and I had to go back to work as a nurse. And therefore, because I had to work evening shift, I felt the need, because I couldn't dedicate to it as much, because of, when you're a nurse, you never know what your schedule is going to be, and you never know when you're going to have to work or when you're going to have to stay over, or that whole 9 yards. So I stepped down as president. The chapter did not last very long after. It lasted a few years, but not too many years after I left. At least that was my understanding. My understanding was that the philosophy had changed, which is why I really do try to advocate here that my philosophy is to promote needlework, to try and bring new people into the craft, to help people learn how to do things. Not that there's a right way and a wrong way. There's your way, but these are some things for you to try. And that's what I try to promote majority of the time. So, but it ended up that this chapter lost that philosophy, and their membership declined and declined and declined until they had to close. So, but anyway, that being said, there are not, to the best of my knowledge, there's not a chapter close to me. So I am considering rejoining as a member at large. And then I would not have to go to this retreat in January as a non-member guest. I could go as a member. So, yes, and I could take some of those online classes and do all that stuff again, like I need more to do. Like I don't have enough stitching already. But it's very, very interesting. And yeah, so I am considering doing that. In fact, Barb and I both decided that we wanted to do that. I just, didn't take the time yet today to go online and do a little bit more research on how to, do they still have members at large, and all of that good stuff. So, good for you for being an EGA member. Good for you. Another reason you need those glasses. Okay, where are we here? I think you have a troll. You said anything about Ukrainian pattern. Oh, do I have a troll? Morty! Hello, Morty. I just now seeing that you're here. Are you still here? Congratulations. I am so happy for you and David. So happy. You reached your goal. Absolutely, awesomely wonderful. And I am so happy that I could be a part of that for you. Yeah, I love your videos. You guys are such a hoot. So I am so glad that you dropped by, because I get to tell you that personally, that I'm just so happy for you. So let's get you to 2,000. How about that? So all of you folks that are here, if you do not watch Mad Morty and Brom, please go give them some love, because they are just the best. They are such, oh my God, I laugh every time I watch their video. It is such a bright spot in the day to watch their videos. It is, I just enjoy the heck out of them. So Morty, thank you for stopping by. Absolutely, thank you for stopping by. And let's work on getting you 2,000. And after 2,000, we need to get you to 5,000. And if I can help you out in any way with that, you know that I will. Absolutely know that I will. Okay, let's see. Yes, Lucia, yes. Another one. But I am thinking about getting rid of some. Okay, I lost my place. We need a German speaker in a message chat to pronounce. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Another stand, stitching shelf. Okay. You guys are too cool. Well, I did think about it, Allison. Only the sofa stand I can put on my chair or on my sofa, and I don't have to make room for it. My Patoki stands. I have the table stands. This little guy here. This one. And this one's quite okay. I use it mainly if I am going somewhere to a retreat. I'll take it along. Or here, if I'm doing a stitch where I'm going to stitch, I'll put my work on it to stitch. I got my floor stand. It's over there. I had to send the clamp part of it back because it lost its tightness, so that when I put the hoop on it and I'm stitching, the hoop started going like this, to the point that I couldn't stitch two-handed anymore. I had to hold the hoop in place and stitch with one hand. If not, it would go like this. So that was fixed. And I got it back. That took close to 3 months between the shipping and the fixing and the shipping it back. So I have it back. And now, I don't know if you guys remember what a Patoki floor stand looks like, but now it's like your clamp comes off, and the clamp is here, and it holds your hoop. But there's also a part that goes back through the arm that you tighten, that adjusts the hoop this way. So if this is my hoop, it will adjust it this way. Okay? Now what happens is I can't tighten that knob enough So I'm stitching, 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 and it stays here, but now it goes like this. They put out a beautiful stand. But I'm just not happy. I'm just frustrated and disappointed with it. And then I watched Nicola Parkman, who just recently got one, and she was putting her Millennium frame on it. And I went, oh, honey. Oh, honey, don't do that. I was told by the people at Patoki it is not meant to hold anything but hoops. And look what I ended up with a hoop. And she was putting her Millennium frame. So I sent her a message and said, please don't do that. Because if you do, this is what's going to happen. And I let her know that I was told by the people at Patoki that it's not meant to put a scroll frame on. And especially something the weight of a Millennium frame. So I hope she's not doing that anymore, or talk to Patoki and see is that possible. But I'm just yeah, I'm just disappointed. Just disappointed. So yes, I use it on occasion with a small hoop, and I can get by with it, but it's not my first stand to pull out and use. And that was expensive, as you can see from their website. I don't even have to tell you. You can go look. Yes, it was expensive. Okay, what was my fault? I was the first to mention the shelf. The stitching shelf? Okay. Okay. Your name isn't really better. There is also okay, let me say Michella. Michella? Is that close? Oh my, I need to have a course in pronunciation of names. A Quiet Place. You love stamped cross stitch. Good. Good. I'm glad. Oh, Martina, you sent me a message on a voice message on Messenger. I will have to look at it then. Her channel is Heritage Stitching. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to find a writing instrument, and I will look at that after this video. Heritage Stitching. Always up to find new people, because then we can give them some shout outs and get their subscriber counts up. Stamped is a term I was thinking of, and the picture doesn't line up as you were saying, because it's not completely covered. Yeah, it's always off a little bit. The X's aren't put on compulsively uniform. Flourish evermore. Your husband is a quarter Norwegian, and we just visited Norway. Oh, You're interested in Hardanger. What does EGA stand for? EGA stands for Embroiderers Guild of America. And I do believe, and anybody here that is a member can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe they do have international memberships. As I was quickly looking through their website, driving home, I think I saw that. Yeah, so it's Embroiderers Guild of America. Lots of wonderful, oh my goodness, they put out a beautiful magazine that has at least I should speak for when I knew of it years and years ago. It was a wonderful magazine and had embroidery out of this world. Now, it is not just cross stitch. It is not just Hardanger. It is all kinds of needlework that is done with a one-eyed needle. So that's a sewing needle, a tapestry needle, a crewel needle, a chenille needle with a needle. Beautiful, beautiful things. They have online courses. They have, I'm not sure if it's a lending library, but they do have a library. Yeah, it's wonderful. I definitely am going to rejoin. Definitely. I'd love to take some of their courses. Initially, years ago, I didn't follow through with it because of what the circumstances were at the time. But they have, is it Master Craftsman? That you can take their courses to become a Master Craftsman. And I really was interested in doing that years ago. So that would be another thing that maybe I want to check out. I may just do that at some point, or at least check and see what's involved, because, you know, I really am self-taught. Believe it or not, I really am self-taught. And there's things that I do have to learn and would love to learn yet. So, you know, that is an option that is out there. Yeah. I'd also like to become a certified instructor. But I don't know. It's things I want to check out, and all of that can be done through the Embroiderers Guild. And like I said, there's online classes, there's lots of things that they have to offer. They have the seminars, they have, I believe they have video lectures even. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do have to check it out a bit more to see just what they are offering these days, because I'm sure it's certainly different. Morty, you are here. Oh, I'm so glad. And thank you you are so welcome. It was totally my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. And I'm so glad you got there. I'm going to get you even more. Hi, Barbie. Thanks for joining us today. I think you some chats away. Oh, I don't know what that word means, Joyce. Kafluflit, some chats away? Do you mean I scared some people away, they left? Oh, you know what, Hannah? It is what it is. It is what it is. And some things you just chalk up to life lessons. They are what they are, and you're not going to change it. You know? You know, the other disappointing part was I waited well over a year and a half to get my stand initially. Granted, understood, Ukraine has issues. Ukraine is in a state of flux, I guess is a delicate way to put it. There's a lot going on in that country, and I understand that, and I understood that all the time I was waiting. But it was a long time. I'd almost, again, my own opinion, I would have almost rather them say, we're not going to take orders for a bit of time, instead of taking the order and waiting and waiting and waiting. Okay. Oh, you tried to bring the traveling stocking stitcher to my attention to encourage you to stitch on Fred, but that chat vanished. Oh. Okay. Do I need to get Fred out? Not today. I'll get Fred out. But not today. But I will get Fred out and work on him. Barbie. Oh, wait, did I just flip here too fast? Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. Oh, I did miss something. Oh my goodness. Stamped, flourish. Linda Fabrizio, you ordered your glasses? Good for you. Good for you. Make sure you get the discount. Now, mention my name so you get the discount. Yes, you just put my name in the... if you ordered online, you just put my name in the comment box. You make a comment that old Goofy here told you about him. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Yes, it's been a while since I did a live. It really has been. Things were, a little bit up in the air there for a while, but things are good. Hubby is doing very, very well. He was to the doctor last week. They are very, very pleased with his progress. It will take a little bit of time yet until he is fully back to normal, but it is coming and he's doing absolutely well. So thank you all for your well wishes and healing thoughts, and whatever he has done just fine. Just fine. Sarah, join EGA not as a local, but you can attend anything online far but not close to I will do that. I will do a member at, so you can still do member at large. Good. Okay. Now where am I? Barbie, you like my heart anger videos. Aww. Well, thank you. I'm so glad, and I hope you find them helpful. And if you have questions, let us know. Let us know. I do have I did not get a chance to do them last week, and this week may be a little iffy, but there are some filling stitches that I want to record. I have a scheduled chat tomorrow. Tuesday I have a dentist appointment for another implant, so I don't know how my talkie's going to be. Wednesday I have a haircut. Might not be till the end of the week, but I have 3 more videos at least to do on filling stitches. And just for an update for those of you that are interested in Yvette Stanton's book on filling stitches, it is not completed yet. It has not gone to the printer yet. She expects that maybe it will be available in Australia before the end of the year, but it probably will not be available to US people until February-ish of 24. So we all just kind of have to hang in there. It is coming, and I have every faith that it is going to be an outstanding book. So I can't wait to get my grubby little hands on it. It's but it is, I think she's nearing the end of writing it, and then it will have to go to the printers and be printed, and I'm sure there's a whole chain of events that need to happen. So it probably will not be till early next year till we get it. So gotta just hang in there. So I started a stitching shelf a few months ago, but not happy with your count. That always seems to be my problem. My problem was I really prefer to stitch on the higher count fabrics, and I couldn't see them. So I ended up stitching on counts that I really was not real happy with, but in the moment you're stitching a bead, full coverage from, oh, a beaded full coverage. Bless your heart. Oh, I sound flat? Is my sound being weird? I don't know how to fix that. Or am I just being Okay, if my sound is not what it should be, let me know, because as I had said in my video the other day, that I had the computer did a Windows update. Take a deep breath. And when it rebooted after the Windows update, what happened was I got a blue screen of death, where it had errors that it couldn't restart, and it said I could restart it manually. And I'm going, well, how do you start something manually when you can't get away from a blue screen of death? So I called Dr. Google and Googled it and found out what to do, and that didn't work. So I ended up, much to my dismay and upsetness, of having to do a recovery of my computer, which meant I basically had to wipe it clean and do a fresh reinstall of Windows. Therefore, I lost lots of stuff. And after I reinstalled, I had a heck of a time with my sound, until I figured out how to fix that. Because what was happening was my sound was coming through, but it needed to be louder because you could barely hear anything. And it took me a long time to be able to work through some things to fix that. So I'm just really glad that I was able to do this live without a big glitch this time. I didn't have to put my sign of technical difficulties up. Yeah, so I had a bad couple of days getting this back up and running. Yeah, because the things I didn't lose were things that I had saved on my external hard drive. But all of my stuff that I used to do videos and stream was gone. I had to reset up all my scenes, and that's why you see I had to stick the chat in quick because I had not put the chat in. I had to redo everything. I had to redo the backgrounds. I had to re-add the cameras. Yeah, it was... I sound so fed up. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound that way. I guess I'm still kind of tired from yesterday. Still kind of tired. And I am fed up with my Patoki stand. Yeah. It was just one of the just one of those things. And I was fed up with having to fix this darn computer. Yeah. But I wanted to do this live because I had not done one in a period of time. So, well, it's been over a month since I did one. So, yeah, I'll be brighter the next time, I promise. I promise. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I see lots of stuff about a Ukrainian blouse. What's with that? Well, thank you, Annie. Yeah, we all have days like that. What did I missed something again here. Oh my goodness, I keep missing things. See, this is why I can't stitch when I do a live, because I can't. I can't keep up. And the problem is I have chat on the screen and I have the chat over here on the side, and then I flip between the two and I get confused. Well, okay, it's a short trip, I guarantee you that. Oh, there's Barb. Did you hear the cricket? That's my friend Barb. She's probably asking me how I like my glasses. Should we see? Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. Your chat is stopped. Just the names is changing. That is the troll. Okay. And what name is the troll? Because I can I can get rid of them. I see somebody. Oh, I see. I see it. I think the chat itself is the troll. It's not working properly. All right. Now, I hate these people that don't have any life, that all they like to do is annoy people who want to have a nice little chat. Yeah. I think I know who it was when they came in. I think it was back here. I'm scrolling up to try and find the name of the person that I think it was. Hang in there with me here. What if I close the chat and start it again? Will that work? Hold on. Because this person is using my people's names. So Mr. Troll or Mrs. Troll. Maybe I went too far. I saw somebody that I thought it might be. And maybe they left. Because I don't want to block somebody, any of you people that are my see, there's the okay guys, I am going to close this chat and I will start another one. Okay. So let me hold on. All right. Okay, I don't see anybody that's a participant that should not be a participant. So, okay. So I'm going to put it back on the screen and see what happens. And if they're still here, I'll try and get rid of them. Okay, there's... Oh, Martina, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad you were here. See, whoever this is, they're stealing everybody's... They're stealing people's... somehow they're posting under you guys' name. Okay, so what we're going to do, since it has been over 2 hours, and I don't really approve of these trolls, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have to say goodbye, and thanks to someone who has ruined it for other people. So it looks like a lot of you have to get going anyway. So thank you all. I did close it, Brandy. I can try it again. Let me try it again. Live chat. Refresh, read aloud, share, translate, read aloud. If I refresh it, save as, print. Morty, what do you... Ciao. Take care, Morty. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Let me see here. Live stitch and chat. Let me see where I can turn off. Nothing to see here. We popped out. Restore the chat. Okay. All right, let's try this. I hit restore the chat, so let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I think it's streaming software because the chat text on screen is static and the name moves up with someone's post. Okay, let's... Let me pop it out again. Okay. So I restored the chat. See, that's still coming up there. I think it's the streaming software because the chat Ooh, so my streaming software is doing it. Well, let me try this. Let me try to close. Yeah, because there's nobody that shouldn't be in that. Okay, so let me try to... Let me close that chat. Okay, the chat's going to go away a little bit. And let me close that. Now, let me figure out how to put this chat on the stream. Live chat. Okay, now how can I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. Lincoln's viewer stream health, stream settings. Okay. Closed caption, unlisted live chat. Okay. Stream key, stream URL, live. Okay, I'm looking at how to add the chat from the... I usually have it from my software and not from here. So what if I... What if I... Okay. Okay, we just might have to do without it, unless I try it again. See, it is my streaming software. I am not exactly sure, ladies and gentlemen, how to put my chat from the actual YouTube onto here. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. So at any rate, I think what we'll do is call this one a day. since I can't see you anymore. Oh no, I can't. Oh wait. Oh, I can pull this chat up, then I can at least see what you're saying. I just can't put it on the screen because I'm at a loss for how to do that. Oh wait, send to your devices. No, that ain't it. That's not it. Let's try this again. Oh, maybe it's share. Okay, so what if okay. No, it's not that. I don't know what I just did. So anyway, I will figure it out till next time so that we can have... Oh, you don't need it up on the screen? Okay then. Fine by me. If you want to watch it on YouTube, that's fine. To those that watch the replay of this, just understand that I'll figure out how to put the chat up on the screen till the next time. Okay, is your streaming software on the computer that you had to restore? Yeah, my streaming, it may be. And you know what? Since I lost everything and had to redo everything, things have been a little bit of a kerfluffle. And I think it was just updated, but I will check for updates again because one never knows. Linda, you decided to start over again. Oh my God. And using basting. Okay. That's a good idea. Put basting stitches in to follow like the grid lines. You don't have to do every 10 stitches, but periodically put it where a grid line would be. That's going to make it easier for you to see on your chart, as well as where you are on the fabric, to make sure that you're lining up, because I think that's a lot of the problem, is that your blocks aren't lining up. And if you do cutting and they don't line up, you're going to have trouble. Yeah. So if you put some Lucia, basting lines are just that. You just run a thread across the width or the length of your fabric, following one thread, so that when you get to that point, what's on the right side of your graph needs to match up with what's on the left side. Or, as in, okay, like in your hardanger pieces, I had to make sure that these all lined up so that I could cut. So to make sure all those blocks line up, you run a thread between them to see that is that first or last stitch matching. Do they match? So it's just like you would use your grid on your chart. Yeah. Okay. Chat on YouTube is fine. Well, Jean, I'm sorry to see you go, but thanks for stopping by. Always welcome. I will enjoy my new glasses. I just love them. Love them. And that's what I will be doing when I am done here, is putting my scientific goggles on and doing some more stitching. Yes, kafluffle. Yes, Lucia, basically it's a grid line so that you can see, okay, here I'm at this stitch and that falls on the line, and over here I'm at this stitch and it should fall on the line, but it's not. Or it's 2 stitches up from the line, or I'm below the line, or so that you can match it up. Aw, Missy, thanks for stopping by. And by the way, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm thanking you for, but thank you. Yes, yes. So, but thanks for stopping by. I am so glad you were here. I'm so glad everybody's here. But I do think yeah, we're at 2.5 hours now. So I do think we are going to call it an afternoon. I'm encouraging you down another rabbit hole. Part of my job. I would be negligent if I did not encourage you down those rabbit holes. It is what I do, and it's what I do best. So you have to, it's what I do. By the way, Donna, that floss Swift, for those of you that don't know, if you know what a yarn swift is, where you take your hank of yarn and you put it on this contraption, and then you can wind your yarn and it just spins around and unwinds. Well, there's one for embroidery floss. And let me tell you what, that thing is the cat's meow. It is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You put your thread on this, and then I use you guys have all seen these before, I use my handy dandy floss winder, and I put my floss on here, and I just sit and I go like this, and the next thing you know, it's all wound on here, and I can cut it into length. So it's wonderful. They are on Etsy. They are called a Floss Swift, I believe. But they're fabulous. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I have to tell you, Donna, thank you for that. And it is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Lucia, I sent you to 25 count 1 thread. That's where you're staying. Well, that's a good place to stay, because that's a nice count. And 1 thread, who could ask for anything more? Okay, my friends, I think we are going to end this stream here. And I do thank all of you for joining me today. And hopefully it will not be quite as long until I get back with another live. I can't promise when that will be. And I'd like to do some maybe during the week, so that we can get some other people here. But we had a nice... Oh, thank you, Annie. Yeah. Karen was just a little bit tired today from yesterday. And to tell you the truth, I ended up falling asleep in the chair last night. I never did make it to bed because I fell asleep in the chair and woke up at 5:30 this morning. Yes, Lucia, you better be stitching by the next time. Okay. So, with that, my friends, I am going to bid you all farewell until the next time. And remember, this is a no judgment zone, and the only rules in cross stitch are the ones you set for yourself. So, till next time, bye-bye for now.